We go. Well, hello and welcome, everyone. Greetings and blessings on a Friday morning, a Friday afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I'm Niobe Weaver, and welcome to Conversations with Creation. This is an opportunity to step into the field of infinite possibilities and develop a relationship with that. That's what this is about. And for you to ask, it's like, what is it that you want? Because there's a difference. What is it that you want versus what you are creating in your life? Because we are all creators. We are creating our life as we are in touch and we are a part of creation. Which brings me to the use of that word creation as a noun. Conversation with creation. Here's how creation became a noun and a different point of view for me. Several years ago, over 20 years ago, a different point of view for me was brought through a gentleman that found an article in a newspaper up here in the Northwest, up here in Washington, and he was in Oregon, about my speaking language of light, as well as he did too. So this gentleman he was in his mid-70s, and I know he's in spirit now. So we got together and met each other and started having this discussion of what is light language, what is it to him, what is it to me, where does it come from? And I was in a place of, I still am a place of Father, Mother, God, Goddess. I mean, it was over my years of spiritual belief systems, I have evolved from God to God, Goddess, Father, Mother, God. Well, here is this man sitting in front of me, and he goes, creation. Just simply creation. So he had released, for him, he had released the physical, the gender connotations of God into creation, which we do also call God creator, God is creator. We call creator that has made the heavens and the earth, all that is seen and unseen, from the smallest creatures on this planet to the largest. So over the years, I kind of played with it. It was always there in the back of my mind, this conversation with this gentleman about creation. And then there was a period of time as we come into our growth as spiritual journeying, spiritual learning, and learning more about this, what we are. Book after book after book, class after class, comes up to us to help teach us, to help open us, to help broaden us further. And so there was a morning, for some of you, it's that are here and don't know much about me. I started, I've always been intuitive and empath from my family line, but started into being a healer as a massage therapist and Reiki master, healing touch practitioner, opening up into a spiritual awakening that drew in light language through Tantra and life ever changing, which then moved me into the next thing I know being a sacred sound musician and then a speaker for Unity Churches, Center for Spiritual Churches, for many years. And so this brings us about, where did creation really come into a presence in my mind? And that word, that noun, made a real change in my life. I was on the highway on a wonderful, sunny, crisp winter morning to travel to one of my beloved churches of spiritual community that I adore. And I was driving south. I was living in Bellingham, Washington. And I'm driving south and I'm going by North Lake Sammamish. And I'm looking up. I am witnessing just the trees and the sunlight on the water, but the way the clouds were coming in and changing and moving and beingness, there was a connection for me with that all that is in that moment. And that's where it was like creation. I am in the midst of witnessing creation. And because I am with it, I am a part of this movement of beauty that was being moment to moment. We are a creation. We are creation moment to moment. We shift, we change, we grow, we shrink. We are in an ever-present moment of being creation. To let that sink in for a moment. Because I know many of you are probably know what I'm talking about when you've been out in nature, that there's been something occur that you are so breathtakingly overwhelmed by the beauty of what you're seeing, that it changes you. It opens something up in you right then and there. There's other moments that we experience that can do the same thing. You know, holding our newborn child, or someone's newborn child, or a newborn being, whether it's a puppy, it's a horse. Different forms of creation come to us all the time in moments to help us remember that we remember of that creation cosmos. Be right there we go. It can be it's something that we go into our head about. That's where I'm going with this. It's something that we go into our head of how am I manifesting? What are the mantras? What is the positive affirmations that I need to do? And that is our beginning of creating. I know we all can see what we manifest. Or we're in a place of like, Niobe, I can't see what I'm manifesting. What are you talking about? And there's a struggle, and then there's in between. Well, for me, when I came back from doing my Sunday talk that morning, I went home and I had a large artist pad. I love to draw and I love to paint. And I wrote out, and with colored pencils, and I put it over my bed on the ceiling and said, what am I creating? It's a touchstone. It's waking up to consciousness of what am I creating with this amazing mind of mine, this body, mind, spirit. What am I creating? Because my thoughts and words, deeds bring to us experiences that we desire and that we don't desire. This whole thing is that journey of mindfulness in this lifetime. So I don't have the big piece, big art paper that says, what am I creating anymore? But what I do have is I put it, let's see if I can get it. I'm going to look backwards to you, but on a small dry erase. Small little dry erase note thing. I have been looking at this now for 5 years. What am I creating? So I want you to ask yourself this. What are you creating? And what is that word creation? What does that word creation feel like? What does it mean to you? Does it have a presence in it? Does it have an energy to it? Creation. Or does it not have any, is there not any energy on it at all? All are not in place of judgment. This is a conversation about awakening mindfulness with creation, creator, creatrix that you are. And that with what you're creating in your mindfulness and in your consciousness, are you being aware when it comes up, when it manifests, when it comes into your life? Big things show us, big things reveal to us that, wow, I manifested that. I created that. It's like the home I'm living in right now. I created this in my thoughts and in my thoughts, and also in my just writing it down. And mainly it was seeing it and feeling it. The home I'm in now, it has everything, everything I spoke about for a little less than a year, a little over a year, right here and now. And it's like, and the one thing you didn't put in there, Niobe, it was like, I want a porch that faces the mountains. And what I didn't put in this, so it has a porch and it faces the mountains, the Olympic Mountains. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I only have just a little peekaboo window of the mountains. There's these beautiful trees in the way. So I didn't put in there that I could see all of the mountains. Specificity. But I am in this place of awe with creation through me. Creation through me and connections with another beloved human on this planet helped bring this into being. This is big, but then there's also small ways that we create. So it's question, what are you creating? What am I creating? What is your relationship with creation? Many of us women, we have created a child through our bodies. And men, you are a part of that creation. We could not do that by ourselves. So many forms of creation. How can you say the word creation and what does it feel like? Be able to point out, say, creation, creation. There's some creation right there. There's more creation there. The biggest one is when you look in the mirror and say, lovingly, creation. Looking in the mirror with all the ways that we are taught to pick ourselves apart. Well, this isn't right. That isn't right. I mean, my right eye is all I mean, I got my mother, my father's puffy bags. And as I get older, I got the puffy bags. My right eye's a little more than my left eye. And, what is it that, it's just not enough? Well, yeah, I'm looking pretty good. Yeah, but there's that but tagged on to the beautiful affirmation that you just gave yourself, creation, because you are creation, in the mirror. And then we can shift that energy and we can bring it down a whole notch or two when we say, yeah, but I wish it was this. I wish I was that. I wish this part of me was this. I wish this part of me looked this way or looked that way, versus accepting. What am I creating here today in this moment, in this gift of breath? With creation, I am in partnership. I'm in unity with creation as my beingness. That is the question that I would like you all to ask yourselves, and please comment. I'm at a place right now on Zoom and I can't read the comments, but I will read the comments following this sharing today. So I am creation. Can you say that? Oh, yes, I can feel some of you saying, oh, yes, Niobe, I can say that. And for those of you that are halfway there, it's like, or, getting there, just say it. I am creation. And look for creation. Feel for creation. Some people are their intuition is by smell, by scent. It's feeling, knowing, seeing, hearing, and by scent. I know a beloved healer friend of mine. He can smell when spirit is in the room. He can smell when creation is in the room. It's a very powerful, unique gift that I find for this person. So, the whole energy of the word creation is to bring us out of our head and bring us into our heart and bring us into our beingness. To be able to have a sensory experience of ourselves as creation, as this amazing, energetic, spiritual being, having a creation experience. It's also called ecstasy. And ecstasy can have its different levels. There can be, I have had moments recently where everything from where my surroundings, my home, I have found myself in an ecstatic state of just gratitude, an ecstatic state of just the moment of creation. And this came through me. So it can be big things, it can be small things there's ways that you have created small things that just pop in. One day you're thinking about it, and then the next day, someone else, it comes through someone else. It just shows up. Go back through your life. Go back through your month. Go back through your day. When has something just showed up out of nowhere, out of the blue, unexpected? Well, out of the blue, out of nowhere, unexpected, there's still a vibrational spark within you that was in oneness and in communication with creation that brought that into being. So what's really said here is how incredibly powerful you are. Despite what the front thoughts want to say or the back thoughts want to say. And I think we could leave that to another conversation about those thoughts, you know, our thoughts and creation of becoming conscious. And a lot, and a lot of times we're very conscious of what our self-deprecating, negating thoughts are. It's just something we've been taught. It's something centuries we've been taught that we aren't worthy, that we are less than, that who do you think you are? So I look forward to seeing your comments. This is happening at 11 o'clock on Pacific time, 2 o'clock on on Eastern, and it's going to be here, be able to be replayed, be able to see it. So please drop me comments, your thoughts, questions, that we can come back next month into this. What do you want to experience and dive into deeper about creation? I want to dive into a conversation with creation. So I'm so grateful that you are here. If you would like to know more about me and about who I am as a healer, speaker and teacher, and spiritual midwife, you can go to my website, niobeweaver.com. And if you would like to know more about how to work with me with soul reflection healings, soul reflection readings, and sound healing, personal sound healing sessions, that is also where you can go, or you can just drop me a line right here. Or you can go into Messenger and say, Niobe, I would like to know more about how to work with you. Because that, the form of my work, has come into its full circle of, I'm here to help reflect the divinity within you, to reflect the creation within you, to open it up, to activate it, so you can step into the fullness of who you are, knowing that being just exactly who you are is meant to be here, and that you make a difference every day just by being you. So if I can be of any help, please send me a messenger, or you can go to niobeweaver.com and we could have we could have a short talk. You could schedule a short talk with me. Right? So blessings, and step into creation and asking, what am I creating? What am I creating today? So thank you all so much. Have yourselves a blessed day.